Hello everybody. My name is Antoine Miller of Camden Elite. And I just wanted to speak briefly on why playing zone in youth basketball is a bad idea. A lot of times we have a lot of coaches in youth basketball that just play zone because they got a 6'5" kid already, and basically they just don't want to think the game out. Whatever they can do to win, that's what's most important at the time, right? But if you think about it, this is a pivotal stage for our youth at that age that we're not really paying close attention to. It's a very critical stage, and at the end of the day, you're crippling your kids by doing this to them. They should be doing a lot more fundamentals, a lot more learning at this time, and it's not happening, especially on the defensive end. Me myself, I'm a very defensive oriented coach, and I feel like doing it this way is not getting the kids ready for the rest of their life at all if they want to play basketball. So we got to get better at that, and I just want to give y'all a few ideas of what I think about why it's a bad idea, and it's definitely going to be a bad idea in the long run. First of all, it makes your kids lazy. I mean, point blank period. When you're sitting in a zone at 12, 11, 10 years old, you're taught to be lazy because you're guarding the area, right? So when you're used to that, you think that's how it is going to be all the time. Kids, muscle memory. They're just like humans. They're humans, right? So they're going to look at everything as muscle memory. And my middle school or elementary AAU coach or whatever told me to guard this area, right? And so that's one reason. You get very lazy by sitting in that same spot or area, what so have you. Second, it's minimal talking. Now, I know in all defenses you should be talking, but again, when you sit back in the zone, it's not a lot of rotations that you have to worry about, right? You got to worry about an area. So, yeah, you should talk in all defenses, but it's not a lot of reason to talk in the defense. So again, that's another teaching point that you're not being able to teach your kids. You're not teaching them anything about rotations, moving without the ball, things like that all over the court. Thirdly, conditioning, right? Again, goes back to the being lazy part. You're conditioning your kids to sit in a spot, so they're not really using that 94 feet of the court by moving around and getting in shape. And at the end of the day, that's another thing that we should be worrying about is our kids' health and getting them prepared for their next phase in basketball. So that's real. That's three real pivotal points in my first suggestion. The second thing is it's not a lot of learning going on. Period. On ball defense, you sit back and play zone as a middle school kid. How the heck are you gonna learn about on ball defense? Right? You don't. You're at the foul line, inside the 3-point line. You're just not learning it, right? So that's the real big point for me. Sitting in help. Obviously, yes, you are sitting in help, but are you doing it on the move? Are you doing it while you're talking? Are you doing it while a screen is coming? Are you doing it while you're getting pick and roll? All these things matter. When you're sitting back in the zone and you're 6'5", somebody just run into you, it's not very hard to do, especially at the youth level. So like, and again, just like I alluded to just now, guarding the pick and roll. How you gonna learn how to hedge your pick and roll? How you gonna learn how to show and get back? How you gonna learn how to double a pick and roll and rotate in the back of it? These things that is not being taught, okay? And it's very important, extremely important. You're not getting that sitting 5 kids in a zone and just telling somebody to beat you from the outside. It's not helping them learn. Yes, you might win the game. You probably will win the game. But what are they learning about defensive principles at that age? All right? And third, which is the most important part of this video, guys, high school coaches, good high school coaches and programs, and definitely college programs. If your kid is fortunate enough to make it to the college level, they do not want to see kids that can just play zone, period. Many times over the years in my experiences, I get kids that come to the high school level and they have no freaking clue about rotations in a man-to-man defense. No freaking clue. But when I go back to the middle school games and I go to the AAU games, what do I see? Zone, 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 zone. You have 5 phenomenal athletes on the court and you're playing zone. That is puzzling to me. Puzzling to me. And then they get to the high school level and the college level, and the coaches have to deal with this. So they have to untrain 4, 5, 6, 7 years of teaching out of these kids in a 4-year period of time with a 2-hour limit on practice. It's just not fair. It's just not fair. All right. So again, coaches, we got to take it upon ourselves to do this the right way. We got to, you know, yes, we all have pride and yes, we want to win the game. But at the end of the day, youth basketball is about teaching. Teaching. You are there to teach, to get these kids better for the next level, for college. So that learning curve is shorter for them. Period. Okay? Like we got to just do a better job at that. We got to just do a better job at that. Because again, like I said in the beginning, we're setting them up for failure, you know, and that's not the goal. That can't be the goal. So at the end of the day, coaches, hold yourselves accountable, man. Hold yourselves accountable. Because at the end of the day, this is not the kids' fault. They're kids. You know, they're going to do what you ask them to do as an adult. Because as an adult, you're supposed to know the right answers to these things. Okay? So once they get to the high school and college level, they're gonna be like, well, my middle school coach told me this. And I'm not knocking middle school coaches or AAU coaches or anything like that. Again, we all play a role, but we gotta work as a unit. Okay, we all should have one common goal if we're doing this. All right, and it's to get these kids better and prepare them for the next level. And if you're not, you need to reevaluate what you're doing. All right, because it's not about you. It's not about you. That's selfish. It's not about you. It's about getting these kids better and preparing them for life, with or without basketball. All right. And again, I'm not saying never to play zone. You know, understand that when I post this video, I'm not saying to ever play zone. Obviously, yes, certain situations you need to play it. You only got a couple guys at the game. Late game situation, you want to foul trouble. You want to change it up a little bit. I understand that. I'm not saying that. But at the youth level, you shouldn't be playing much zone, period. Because it's about development. And it's going to come a time where you got to come out of that zone. All right, and you got to play. And your kids are going to look at you as a coach and be like, I don't know what to do. Or vice versa, even worse, you're going to yell at the kids for not making rotations and giving up layups and things of that sort. Because you never taught it. It's not their fault. You never chose to teach it. All right, so don't get mad at them. You know, so again, take it upon ourselves. Hold ourselves accountable, man. Hold ourselves accountable. And you might lose a lot of some games. You might lose a lot of games at that level doing that. You might. But for one, that comes back to your coaching. All right. Learn how to coach. Learn how to teach these things in practice. Okay. And the learning curve should be better. And two, again, this is your job. Period. You chose to be a youth coach. This is your job. So harness that honor, like uphold that honor, you know, and do what you're here for. And at the end of the day, any coach that doesn't know how to beat a zone at that level, it is extremely easy to beat, which alludes to my last point. Because once you beat it and you never played man-to-man before, the kid's really not going to know what to do. All right, so for all the coaches out there that don't know how to beat a zone or whatever like that, in my next video, I'll show you an extremely easy way to beat the zone. Extremely easy, where you'll never have to worry about it again. And, you know, everybody have to play you in man, which is what everybody wants. I know it's what I want. I want y'all to play us in man. So my job is to get y'all out that zone as easy as possible, or as quick as possible, rather. All right, and on my next video, I'll show y'all how to do that. All right, so again, my name is Antoine Miller of Camden Elite AAU basketball program. If you like the video, subscribe at the bottom, press the like button, and any comments you have, whether you agree or disagree, put it below, and let's chat about it, you know, because it's all about starting a dialogue. It's all about starting a dialogue. At the end of the day, I believe we all have the same goal, all right, and it's to teach our youth the right way to play basketball. And no opinion is a bad opinion. Let's just start a dialogue, and let's get it rolling, and feed our youth the right way. Okay. Talk to you guys soon. Until next time.